Hi again, another car video. Not driving, but this is kind of a thing. Like, this might become a thing. It's fun to just pull over and talk and not store it up for later. So we're gonna talk. And today I wanna talk about this idea of how are you today? I've been asked a couple times today, how are you? And it's an interesting question. Aside from the generic, like, I'm good, how are you? Because nobody really wants to be fake. And, you know, the appropriateness of where you're at and who you're with and how much time they have and, like, how deep do we want to get into this thing or whatever. But I want to go deeper than that. I want to go deeper than just how do we answer this question or how do we respond, but, like, where actually are you? And how do you feel, even if somebody doesn't just ask? Because I feel like we constantly strive to always be in this state of happy or excited or joyful, and sometimes we're not. And so then we're like, well, is that a bad thing? Because I'm not happy, and how do I get myself back to happy? And it's almost like we add more pressure to those negative emotions, when realistically, for me, I'm just in the center. And there's not a word for that, really. I'm right in the center. I'm right in the middle. And I feel like if we could all kind of set our norm there. Our norm is just being, right? I just am. And it's great those times when I feel inspired and happy and excited, and I'm not happy, and I'm not sad. I just am. And I feel like that's where the norm ought to be, because when we're sad, you know, we have less that we have to climb, less of a climb to do to get back, and less shame around, well, I always have to be happy and I'm a burden to people when I'm not happy or excited. And when those times that we're happy and joyful, we can be grateful for that instead of that just being what's expected. You know, are we really grateful for those times we're happy and joyful if that's how we always have to be? Is it meaningful? So where, you know, the deep part of how are you really just being like, where's your norm? And is it okay to just be okay? And I feel like maybe okay and centered ought to be the norm. What do you think? Let me know.